Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning, step on the scale, and notice something unbelievable. Your stomach is flatter, your clothes seem looser, and you feel a renewed energy you haven't felt in years, all thanks to what you drank last night before bed. Now, I want you to think about something important. While you're listening to this, there's a type of fat hidden in your body, silent, but extremely dangerous. It's not the kind you can pinch or that shows up in the mirror. I'm talking about visceral fat, the real silent killer, present in 78% of adults over 50. It can cause everything from heart attacks to memory problems. The scariest thing is that you can appear perfectly healthy on the outside, while this silent fat is overloading vital organs like the liver, pancreas, and intestines. It constantly releases inflammatory substances, messes with your hormones, and causes your body to store even more fat. And most people only find out when they receive devastating news from a doctor. But before you panic, stay with me. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 7 powerful teas that work as a true nighttime cleanse for the body. No expensive supplements or exotic pills. These are simple teas, with ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen, capable of transforming the way your body burns fat while you sleep. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University have discovered something incredible. Between 2 and 4 a.m., your body enters a special fat-burning window. This is when the liver works most intensely to process stored fat deposits, and certain natural compounds can triple that effect. Triple it. My name is James, and I've spent the last decade studying natural solutions for metabolic health. What I'm about to share has already helped thousands of people eliminate dangerous belly fat without crazy diets or strenuous exercise. And the best part, you'll have access to this information for free. I'm Dr. Ana Laura, and before we continue, I want to know something. Where are you watching this from right now? Write your city and age in the comments. It's incredible to see how this healthcare revolution is spreading. If you truly want to transform your health, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications. What comes next could literally change your life. Now, be honest with me. Have you noticed that your belly is growing even without eating more? Do you wake up feeling bloated and heavy? Does that stubborn fat around your waist just not go away no matter what you do? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you're in exactly the right place. Let's start with the tea number 1, the golden fat burner. It may seem simple, but studies from the National Institutes of Health show that it can reduce visceral fat by up to 31% in just 8 weeks. I'm talking about tea. Saffron with black pepper turmeric contains curcumin, a compound that literally deactivates the genes responsible for fat storage, while chili pepper enhances its effect, making this combination powerful and surprisingly effective. Think about it. Your body has a switch that decides when to store fat, and curcumin has the power to turn it off. But here's the secret that 93% of people don't know. Curcumin alone has almost no effect. Your body can barely absorb it. That's where black pepper comes in as your secret ally. It contains piperine, a compound capable of increasing curcumin absorption by an incredible 2,000%. That's right, 2,000%. Without it, you're practically wasting the saffron. It's like trying to open a door with the wrong key. When you drink this golden mixture about an hour before bed, something magical happens. Your liver starts producing more bile, breaking down fat cells more efficiently. Your insulin sensitivity can improve by up to 45%, meaning your body stops converting sugar into abdominal fat. And that chronic inflammation that keeps sabotaging your efforts, it starts to disappear. Preparing it is simple. Boil a cup of water. Add a teaspoon of organic turmeric powder and a pinch of black pepper. Caution: too much pepper ruins the flavor. Too little pepper negates the effect. Cook over low heat for exactly 3 minutes. Strain and drink while still warm, exactly 60 minutes before bedtime. Sarah, from Michigan, tried this tea every night and lost 10 centimeters from her waist in just 6 weeks. She told me, "I couldn't believe something so simple could actually work. My husband even thought I was secretly exercising." But that's just the beginning. The second tea I want to introduce works in a completely different way. And when you alternate between these teas, your body never gets used to them, ensuring that fat loss continues week after week. I present the tea number 2, the Ruby Red Metabolic Booster. Imagine a drink that keeps your metabolism running at high speed all night long. That's exactly what hibiscus tea does. And the science behind it is fascinating. Those beautiful red petals are packed with anthocyanins, the same compounds that make blueberries a superfood, only hibiscus has 10 times more. These anthocyanins activate brown fat, the good type of fat that burns calories to produce heat. A study in Taiwan found that people who consumed hibiscus tea daily reduced their waist circumference by an average of 5.8 centimeters in just 12 weeks, without changing their diet, without exercise, just the tea. And as a bonus, LDL cholesterol dropped by 24%. The timing for drinking it is crucial, 2 hours before bedtime. This allows the anthocyanins to take effect on fat cells and prevents the mild diuretic effect from disrupting sleep. To prepare, place 2 tablespoons of dried hibiscus flowers in a cup of boiling water. Let it steep for 10 minutes. This time is crucial to extract the maximum amount of anthocyanins. The tea should be a deep ruby red, almost like wine. Strain carefully and serve hot. Never add sugar, because it completely negates the metabolic benefits. Robert, 67, from Texas, told me that hibiscus tea completely changed his life. Even his doctor was surprised by the results. My triglycerides dropped 40 points in just 2 months. My doctor asked me what medication I was taking. I replied, just hibiscus tea. He simply didn't believe me. If you thought that was impressive, wait until you meet the tea number 3, which acts directly on stress hormones, the ones that cause your body to accumulate fat in the belly area, often without you realizing it. Tea number 3, cortisol destroyer. Raise your hand if stress is making your waist bigger than you'd like. I'm talking about that spare tire that appears during the toughest times and never seems to go away. There's a biological reason for it. When you're under stress, your body releases cortisol. This hormone tells your body to store fat around your organs as an emergency energy reserve. Our ancestors needed this to survive famine, but today, constant stress means constant cortisol, which leads to persistent abdominal fat. The solution? Sage tea. It contains rosmarinic acid and powerful flavonoids that regulate cortisol production. Studies show it can reduce cortisol levels by up to 40% in just 90 minutes, faster than many prescription medications. And when used correctly, it has no side effects. Preparation requires attention. Use 1 tablespoon of dried sage leaves for each cup of water. Temperature is critical. The water should be warm, but not boiling. Exactly 175 OF. Boiling water destroys the plant's delicate compounds. Let it steep for 8 minutes and drink 40 minutes before bedtime. An important warning: if you have low blood pressure, start with half a cup and see how you feel, as the tea may slightly lower blood pressure. For everyone else, it is completely safe and effective. Lisa, from Ohio, was skeptical. She had tried everything to deal with her stress-induced belly. After 3 weeks of drinking sage tea, her husband noticed that her waistline had shrunk. But most importantly, she felt calmer. Her nighttime cravings disappeared, and the weight loss became a welcome bonus amidst the well-being she experienced. Now let's go to tea number 4. This recipe combines 2 common kitchen ingredients to create a true fat-burning furnace while you sleep: ginger and lemon. You may have heard of this combination, but you may not know that it can increase your metabolism by up to 23%, up to 10 hours. This means you'll burn almost a quarter more calories overnight without doing absolutely anything. Ginger contains gingerol, a compound that raises body temperature and speeds up metabolism. Think of your metabolism as a chimney. Gingerol is the fuel that keeps the fire burning all night. Lemon, in turn, provides vitamin C to aid in fat oxidation and pectin, a fiber that stabilizes blood sugar. Maintaining balanced blood sugar levels at night prevents the body from going into panic mode and storing fat. Pectin does something incredible. It prevents those nighttime blood sugar spikes, creating the perfect environment for your body to burn fat instead of storing it. It's like switching your body from economy mode to spending mode. Preparing this tea is simple, but it needs to be done the right way. Peel and cut about 2 centimeters of fresh ginger root. Do not use the powder, because the fresh root contains about 40% more active compounds. Boil this root in a cup of water for 5 minutes, then remove from the heat. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into the mixture. Do not use bottled juice, which has lost its live enzymes. Drink this exactly 1 hour before bedtime. Some people find ginger a bit stimulating at first. In that case, start with just 1 centimeter of root and gradually increase the amount. Your body will adjust in about a week. Mark, from Colorado, told me, "I lost 8 kilos in 2 months. I'm a truck driver and I don't have time for complicated diets. I just drank ginger and lemon tea every night. My acid reflux disappeared. My energy skyrocketed. and my belly finally started to shrink. Before we move on to tea number 5, let me ask you something. Are you starting to understand why these teas work when everything else has failed? They don't suppress your appetite or cause constant trips to the bathroom. They reprogram your body's fat-burning mechanism at the cellular level. If this makes sense to you, write yes in the comments and share this video with someone who needs this information. You could literally save their life. Now, let's go to tea number 5, the dynamo of detoxification. Your liver is the body's fat-burning control center, and after age 50 it needs an extra boost. That's where horsetail tea comes in. This ancient herb does something extraordinary. It draws toxins out of fat cells, allowing your body to use them as fuel. Think about it. Your body stores toxins in fat cells to protect your organs. It keeps you safe, but that also means it refuses to burn that protective fat. Horsetail changes everything. Rich in silicon and potassium, it supports the liver's detoxification pathways. Studies show it can increase fat metabolism by up to 27% during sleep. But the most surprising effect? It reduces fluid retention without depleting essential minerals. Often, what you think is belly fat is actually water retention. Horsetail gently removes excess fluids while preserving essential minerals for your muscles, leaving you feeling less bloated, more toned, and a few pounds lighter when you wake up. To prepare, use 1 tablespoon of dried horsetail for each cup of boiling water. Let it steep for 12 minutes. This time is essential to extract the silicon. Strain well and serve. The tea will have a light green color and a slightly earthy flavor. Drink 2 hours before bedtime to avoid any sleep interruption. Important notice: if you have kidney problems, consult your doctor before using horsetail. For healthy people, it is a powerful and safe remedy when used correctly. Alternate with other teas for even better results. Jennifer from Florida was impressed. I thought I needed to lose 9 kilograms, but half of it was just water retention. Horsetail tea helped me lose 4.5 kilos in just 2 weeks. My rings fit again, my ankles no longer swell, and finally, I feel like myself again. Tea number 6, the blood sugar stabilizer. It may seem simple, but cinnamon tea is probably the most underrated fat burner on this list. It's not just the delicious taste. The real hero here is a compound called cinnamaldehydo, which makes your cells even 100% more sensitive to insulin. Why does this matter? When your cells ignore insulin, sugar remains in the bloodstream. Without a place to store it, your body turns this excess into fat, usually around the abdomen. Cinnamon makes your cells wake up and say, yes, let's take this sugar and turn it into energy. Research from the American Diabetes Association has shown impressive results. Drinking cinnamon tea before bed reduced fasting blood sugar, 9% and visceral fat in 16% in just 6 weeks. We're not talking about small improvements. This is real transformation. But be aware, you need to use real cinnamon stick, not the powder. Powder loses about 70% of its active compounds in a few weeks, and often contains fillers that reduce its effectiveness. Preparation: place a cinnamon stick in a cup of water. Bring to a boil over low heat, then reduce the heat and simmer for 5 minutes until the water turns golden brown. Remove from heat, let cool slightly, and drink hot. 40 minutes before bed. This timing allows the cinnamon to begin working before the start of the overnight fast, putting your body into fat-burning mode more quickly and keeping it active throughout the night. David from New York shared his experience. I reversed my prediabetes with cinnamon tea. My A1C dropped from 6.4 to 5.6 in 3 months. My doctor didn't believe me when I told him, but after seeing my test results, he was speechless. Tea number 7, the liver regenerator. The 7th and final tea is often overlooked because people see it as a mere weed, but tea, dandelion, it may be the most powerful ally against visceral fat. The liver processes fat primarily between 2 and 4 in the morning, when the body works more intensely to break down fat and eliminate toxins. Dandelion enhances this process, increasing bile production by up to percentage missing. 40%, it essentially melts fat while you sleep. In addition, dandelions are rich in potassium, even more so than bananas. This mineral regulates fluids, blood pressure, and also boosts fat metabolism. It's like hiring a night crew to clean your fat cells. The bitter compounds in dandelions, called taraxasteroids, they stimulate the regeneration of liver cells, making it younger and more efficient. Studies show that it can reduce fatty liver disease in 52% in just 8 weeks. Preparation method. Use 1 tablespoon of dried dandelion leaves. If using fresh leaves, use 2 well-washed tablespoons. Place in a cup of hot water and let steep for 15 minutes to extract all the beneficial compounds. This long steeping period is crucial. It extracts all the bitter compounds from the dandelion. They are bitter for a reason. That bitterness, it's medicine. Strain well and drink. A warm cup an hour before bedtime. The taste may take some getting used to. Start with half a cup if necessary. You can add a few drops of Melcru, try drinking it straight at first. But the bitterness activates digestive enzymes that enhance fat burning. Michael, from California, shared, "I lost 15 centimeters from my waist. I was skeptical about dandelion tea. It's literally a weed. But my liver enzymes normalized, my energy skyrocketed, and the fat on my belly finally started to disappear after years of trying everything." 7-day rotation protocol. Now, let's get to the secret to achieving the best results. Don't drink the same tea every night. Your body adapts quickly, reducing its effectiveness. Instead, do a strategic rotation. Monday, turmeric with black pepper. Tuesday, hibiscus. Wednesday, sage Thursday. Ginger with lemon. Friday, horsetail. Saturday, cinnamon Sunday. Dandelion. This rotation keeps your body on high alert. Each tea acts in a different way on visceral fat. Together, they create an unstoppable fat-burning system that works 24 hours a day. Critical success factors. Pay attention to this part. It determines whether you will succeed or not. Consumption hours. Respect the recommended times before going to sleep. Precise quantities. More or less can reduce effectiveness. Quality of ingredients. Use fresh or organic herbs and spices whenever possible. Correct rotation. Do not drink the same tea repeatedly. Persistence. Consistent results emerge in weeks, not days. By following these guidelines, you create a continuous fat-burning cycle, supporting your metabolism, liver, hormones, and digestive enzymes, all while you sleep.